time. It's 1 o'clock on the dot here in Texas. I know we have a lot of friends that are brand new joining us today, so I'm really happy to have you. So a lot of interesting stuff has happened just in the last few hours, but our local community impact newspaper wrote an article about our classes, so that's kind of exciting. At the end of this video, I'll include the link to the article. That way you guys can read it and share it and tell everybody who you're learning piano with. So, all right, so the first thing to get started, of course, is hit the share button if you haven't done that already. A reminder to subscribe on YouTube. My channel is Izzy Chia, not too hard to find. The third thing is, if you haven't joined our private group, Encore Music Makers, go ahead and do that. You should find it in the Groups tab on the main page, and I'll approve a bunch of new members after this class today. And the last thing is to remember to order your books. I have about 2 more weeks that I can post the digital files to our songs and theory. That was the agreement that I made with the publisher, so it gives people 1 month's time to buy their books, and you can definitely find them on Amazon, but I think the shipping is taking a little while, so you can look on Barnes & Noble, you can look on Prima Music, you can also look on Sheet Music Plus, okay? I will post links for all of those vendors, perhaps this evening. That way you get a chance to order those books. But first things first, we're gonna do here is we're gonna review our songs from last week. How did everybody's practice go? All right, I'm glad to hear it. Well, let's go ahead and open our books to batter up, okay? This is in our lesson book. Let's hear it. All right, let's see. All right, so we were on page 9, okay? Let me switch views. All right, so here we are. So here on page 9, we were gonna be in middle C position. So let me find that super special middle C. There we are, and we're starting with the right hand forte. Remember, it has a repeat, so let's go through it together. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat. Switch hands. 2, 3, 4. How did everyone do? Did you do a good job? Wonderful. Okay, let's do jalapeno cheer. You ready? Take a bite of your jalapeno. Woo-hoo! Great job. Now, let's turn the page and let's check out our clever pie. Okay? Turning my page. Awesome. So this is the one where they talked about the time signature, right? Wonderful. So I'm going to find my middle C position again. Let me put my magic fingers. Middle C position. Wonderful. All right, so we're starting with the right hand, 4/4 time, forte. And at the end of this piece, we do have another repeat sign. All right, let's get started. 1, 2, ready, play. Did you do a great job? I'm super proud of you. Double thumbs up for that. That was great. All right, so we have officially passed our 2 songs. Give yourself a pat on the back, okay? I'll do the other side too. Good job. Okay, so let's move on to our new songs for this week, okay? We are going to be taking a look at the ski lift, that's on page 11, and then learning all about the staff and turning to page 13. We're going to learn a song called Rain, Rain. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about the ski lift, okay? If you notice at the top of page 11, you have a blue box. And what do we usually see in blue boxes? Something new, right? Okay, so it looks like we have a new dynamic sign this week, okay? Now, do we remember what dynamics were? Yeah, how loud or soft we play. You're right, nice job. So today's dynamic sign that we're learning is called mezzo forte. Another fancy Italian word, huh? But that's okay. Give it a try. Say mezzo forte. Nice. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks like MF, right? It means moderately loud. But if you don't know what the word moderately means, it's kind of like medium loud, okay? Not too quiet and not too loud. It's kind of just right there in the middle, okay? Mezzo forte. Wonderful. Now, looking at ski lift, it looks like we're still going to be in that middle C butterfly fighter jet position, okay? So go ahead and put those thumbs on middle C. All right, let's switch to piano view. Awesome. So here we go. All right, so I'm in middle C position. Are you there too? Awesome. All right, let's get started, okay? I'm looking at my music and I see 4/4 time, so 4 beats a measure, mezzo forte, and it looks like the left hand is going to begin this song, okay? So let's go through it nice and slowly and try it out. 1, 2, ready, go. Wow. Switch to the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I see a repeat sign. Let's play that again. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was kind of tricky, wasn't it? Yeah, hey, but I'm proud of you for getting through the whole song. It's okay if you made a mistake. I realized that I made a mistake too. I was playing it too loud. Silly Miss Izzy. So I'm going to have to play it again and play it at the right mezzo forte level, right in between there, right? What did you notice about this song? It added your finger fives, didn't it? It's hard to play your pinkies on the piano because they're not very strong. But the more that we practice it, the stronger your pinkies are going to get, okay? So yeah, it went all the way down to finger 5 in the left hand, and then it went all the way up your hands to the finger 5 in your right. I can see why they call this song the ski lift, right? Because the ski lift picks you up on this bench, you go all the way up a mountain, right? It's kind of like going from finger 5 left hand all the way to finger 5 right hand. Pretty cool, huh? Awesome. Well, let's see if we can play this one again. And I promise I'll do it mezzo forte this time. You try it too. All right, let's switch. Okay, so I'm here in middle C position. And here we are. Yes. All right, I think I'm ready. Are you ready? Wonderful. Okay, let's get started. 1, 2, ready, play. so impressed with you guys. That was really tricky, but you got through the whole song, right? So as you're practicing ski lift, keep in mind that this is something that's going to be mezzo forte, medium volume, and it's going to use every single finger on both of your hands, okay? All right, you feeling good about it? Me too. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the page. We have some interesting stuff to talk about today, okay? Ooh. Look at page 12, everyone. That is totally new and different. We have a whole page dedicated to something called the staff, okay? You're probably wondering, well, what is the staff? Let me show you what's on here. Okay, so here it is, the staff. Excellent. Okay, so the staff is super cool because it basically is providing the map to where your notes are going to go on your music, okay? Up until this point, we have just been reading our notes sort of floating on a piece of white paper, right? You can see that in your music. But now we're going to learn how to read on the staff. I know it looks kind of silly right now because there's nothing on it. But you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, right? And then in between and above and below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have spaces, right? Something really cool about this is you can have notes written on the line or on the space, okay? And they can be all over the place, right? That's the pretty cool part of this whole thing, right? Oops, does it say error? Okay, is everybody with me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Because I think I lost the feed. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, I think we're okay. All right. All right, wonderful. So the staff, right? This is where our music is going to be written, okay? We're going to notice this in our music, okay? Something very interesting here about the staff is that we get to divide it into the bass staff and the treble staff. The staff that we're learning today is going to be the bass staff. And let me show you what a bass clef looks like, okay? This is kind of interesting, okay? Do you see this thing? It's pretty fantastic. Okay, so the bass clef, when it's placed on top of one of these, one of the staffs, is going to refer to every note that's below your middle C, right? So if you think about your middle C, everything under that middle C is going to be written on this bass staff, okay? Are you with me? Yes? Wonderful. Yes. The beauty of live classes, huh, is sometimes it freezes. But that's okay. All right, so I'm happy to introduce the bass staff to you, okay? Now this is where it can get a little bit tricky, all right? So that bass staff, when you put it on your, or bass clef, when you put it on your staff, right? I'm gonna draw one. Kind of looks funny like that, right? It has these double dots, okay? These double dots here are wrapped around a very special line. Now if you think about the piano, when you've got middle C, you count down 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a special note. That's called an F, okay? This right here is going to be your F. you can see this sort of written in your music in your book, okay, right in the middle there. That special note is going to be your F. And we are going to move our hand, our left hand, to put it in the right position for that note, okay? So remember how we had our thumbs on C? Now I'm going to have you shift your left hand thumb down 1, 2, 3 notes to thumb on G. I'm going to give you some time to find this because it's a little bit tricky, okay? Let me switch views to this so you can see. Okay, so here's our middle C, right? Counting down 1, 2, 3. And there's my thumb, right? Now if you notice, find your finger 2. There it is. It's right next to finger 1. That note right there, that F, is the same note as this one that we found, right? Remember that on that line where those double dots? Yeah, you see it? Okay, so that's that F right here. Okay, so now that we know where that F is, we got to figure out what all those other notes are, right? So if you go up a step to that finger 1, thumb, that's going to be the G, and that's going to be the note above your F. So that's this one up here, right? And then we already played our F. What about E? That's the note below your F. Find your E. That's your finger 3. Can you play that one? That one's going to go here in this space. Now let's see if we can find D. D will be your left hand finger 4. Right? And that's going to be located here on this line. That's different, huh? And then last, we have our pinky, right? So play your pinky finger 5. And that one is located on this space right here, right? So if we put our hand in that position again with your thumb on G, you've got C finger 5, D finger 4, E finger 3, F finger 2, and G finger 1, okay? Everybody with me? This is a tricky section, huh? Everybody doing okay? Give me a thumbs up if it's good. Great, okay. I'm glad that everyone's following along. Now at the bottom of this page 12, there's a line of music written on the bass staff. I want you to notice where it's starting. It's starting with the left hand, finger 2 on that F, okay? So we're gonna slowly count off and see if we can play this line, okay? Remember, it's gonna be going from line note down to space note, down to line note, and maybe even going back up. So pay close attention to see where it's going, okay? Let's switch to piano view. Excellent. Okay, so starting here, finger 2 on F. We're gonna count off slowly. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, F, 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 down to E, down to D, down to C, up to D, up to E, up to F. Ooh, that was tricky. You know what? Let's try it again, okay? Don't move that left hand. Keep it steady. Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. F, hold. F, hold. F, 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 hold. F, down to E, down to D, down to C, up to D, up to E, up to F. Very good. Hey, did you just read your first official line of music? Fantastic! All right. It was tricky though. I'm not gonna lie. It's tricky to teach all this through the computer, but we're doing the best we can, right? Great. Okay, so now let's learn the song that goes along with all of these new concepts that we've learned. Okay, now if you see on page 13, there's a song called Rain, Rain. We are going to be in that position again, the bass, staff, C position, okay? Where did your left hand thumb go? Do you remember? If you don't remember, find your middle C, and then we're going to count down. 1, 2, 3 notes. That's going to be the position where your new finger 1 is going to be, okay? Let's switch over here. See, we counted 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay, so if we are here in our new position, let's play and learn through our Rain, Rain. Okay, everybody with me? Great. Ooh, so I noticed a couple things. We have 4/4 time as our time signature, so we're counting to 4. And we have mezzo forte as our dynamic sign. So keep that in mind as we are playing through here. I also noticed that it only gives you the first note name, F, and finger. And then the rest of them don't have note names in them. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to use our music reading skills in understanding that each line and space going down is going to be one step, okay? And if it happens to go back up, it will also be a one step up, okay? So let's give it a try, okay? Starting at the beginning of Rain, Rain. All right, I'm going to count off. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 1, 2, 2. Down to E, down to D, down to C, up to D, up to E, and F. Hold. Second line. 1, 2, 1, 2, F, 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 2. F, down to E, down to D, down to C, up to D, up to E, and F. Wow, did you play the whole song? Oh my goodness. You played through the whole song? That's fantastic. How exciting. Okay, we got to make sure that we've really learned this though, okay? So we're going to play it again. All right. You know, Miss Izzy likes to say, the more you practice, the better you get. And that is so true. We're doing this right now, right? So let's give ourselves another chance to get it right, okay? Switching to piano view. Okay, so I'm going to find my left hand in my position. So I found my middle C. I'm going to count down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm in my spot. Are you in your spot too? Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to start with that finger 2 on F. You ready? 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. F, E, D, C, D, E, F, 2, F, 2, F, 2. I am so proud of you guys. What an accomplishment. You have officially read music in the bass staff. That is wonderful. Okay, so another quick tip. Remember that your note names will never change, okay? So it's good to learn your note names and how to navigate on the staff over learning finger numbers, right? You can learn finger numbers to start, right? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. But remember, there's a lot of keys on the piano, right? And eventually you're going to have to be able to move them around. So it's not good to necessarily rely on your finger numbers. It's better to rely on your note names. Okay? Wonderful. Are we feeling good? Should we give ourselves a cheer? I don't know. Let's do a clap dab. You guys know how to do that? I'm sure you do. Okay, so let's do it. Clap dab. All right, should we go the other way? Let's do it again. Clap dab. Nice work. All right, I am so excited to have you guys in lessons. It's obviously a lot of fun for me. So that's gonna be your 2 songs you're gonna practice in your lesson book, okay? We had the ski lift and we had rain, rain, okay? Do we remember the concepts that we learned today? I think you might remember. We learned about mezzo forte, medium loud. And we also learned about the bass clef, right? This is how our note names for our left hand, all below middle C, are going to be written with the bass clef, right? We also learned about the staff, right? Those 5 lines and spaces. And we know that notes can be written on the lines and in the spaces too, right? Very good. All right. So let's take a look at our theory. Okay, so pull out your theory book or your pages, whatever you've got for today. And we are going to turn to page 9. What do you know? You have a page all about the staff. And you are going to learn how to write notes on that staff, either on the line or in the space. Okay, so you have that page to do for theory this week. You also have a page of theory to do on page 10. Okay, and this one's all about that bass clef, right? There's a really good piano map up here that really helps explain it, where it is on the piano. You're going to practice drawing some bass clefs. Very nice. And you get to do writing in some note names, okay? So those will be your 2 pages of theory, okay? It will be page 9 and page 10, okay? As always, I have to say these. Thank you for letting me into your homes to teach your children what I love to do best, which is teaching piano and music and enriching your lives. I am accepting tips in my virtual tip jar. So if you are inclined to help keep these going and help me, I would really appreciate it. I accept tips through PayPal. That PayPal email is encoremusichtx@gmail.com. Venmo, my username is IzzyChia, and also Cash App, and my username is IZZI3CH3A. Thank you so much for letting me say that. You guys are the best. All right, so I guess that's all we've got for today. Make sure that you're posting your assignment posts in the private group, Encore Music Makers. I am accepting many students into that as much as I can, and I'm really excited to see all the engagement happening. So many good things, right? It's nice to be able to see that people and your fellow students are giving you words of encouragement, right? It's so great to see. So I guess that's going to be it for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Our music quote to close our lesson today is from the lovely and influential Dolly Parton. Now, this is what she has to say. We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. That's very true, right? There's a lot of things that we can't control about what's happening in the world right now, right? It's kind of strange, but we can do our best to adjust to it. And music is helping us get through that as well. So, Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit the share button. Let everybody know that you're taking piano with Miss Izzy here at Encore Music Studio, and I will have this video uploaded on YouTube by this evening. Okay? Have a great one. Take care, everyone.